live stream event for Rolex, you guys. They are doing their TGE on bass. And today we have a stacked lineup of guest speakers. We have Bill the Bull, Late Night on Bass, Valerie, V Dizzle, Quigley, and even Bass Disciple from TYBG and Coco Codes from Everybody Needs Bass. We also have Crypto Empress joining us as well, and I'm so excited. We really got some of the top voices in the bass community, and my intention here today is to help welcome a new project to bass, Rolex to bass. And yeah, we have a lot to dive into today. But first, we'd love to just check in, see how everyone's feeling. And Danny, do you want to kick us off?
100%. Hey everyone. Hey. So I'm Denny, founder and CEO of Rolex. I'm super excited to be here with the giants here from the base community. So I just want to keep it very simple. Like Rolex is here for just one reason. We want to build like a super trading value base, and we just want to make it rolling on base. So we're building this kind of like hyperliquid type of perp DEX, and just to provide the CX like trading experience and fully on chain, self custody, and everything designed for base. So happy to share more.
Absolutely. And yeah, for everybody tuning in, I am seeing the comments, the public chat going crazy right now. Crypto Empress is out there. I see her community
Wow.
rallying. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll be periodically looking at the X live stream chat as well for any comments. If you guys have any questions throughout the stream, but before we dive in today, I want to do a quick disclaimer. Nothing here today is financial advice. I encourage everyone always do your own research. There's a lot of educational resources out there from Rolex, articles, research. So definitely highly encourage that. Now, I think we should go around, Danny. What do you think of doing some introductions? Because we have some heavy hitters, some all stars here today.
Yeah, sure. Well, you want me to start with Rolex, the project, or
Let's do that. Yeah. Why don't you introduce yourself, share who you are, your role, and your role at Rolex?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm CEO of Rolex. We started the whole journey on base from April this year, and we have our very first version of the perp DEX building on base. And currently, we have a quite solid, trading volume, and the base communities who support us from from the first day we launched on base. And we're going to have a big day today. So given that we're going to launch our own token, and we love to share the vision behind how we can use this token and to build a very super giant of trading value on base, to provide hyper liquidity on base, and to support all the assets on base moving forward. So we're super excited for the token launch, and also we're going to have our V2 launch as well. For today's call, we're going to share something we have never shared in the public space, so you will have a tease
Alpha.
of, yeah, about our product about to launch. So a lot of things going to happen. Yeah, looking forward to share more. And anyone really want to say thank you for everybody who's been joining this call with us from the community. Just let us know if you have any questions, or we regarding to no matter project, me personally, or our plan on base or whatsoever. Just feel free to ask questions here. Happy to answer.
Awesome. Yeah, Danny, you guys, I've worked with her and have been supporting Rolex, and her work ethic is seriously on another level. I've been very impressed with the caliber of work that they've been doing, and all of us in the base community. When I see a new project coming up, I want to make sure that they feel supported, that they can connect with different projects and people in our ecosystem. So all of you today were hand selected to be here, and just be here for this moment to support and celebrate the TGE. And yeah, I do want to go around because maybe we should kick it off with one of the top supporters. Oh my God, sorry, there's a kitty on the screen. My heart. Valerie, we're gonna come over to you. I'm very excited to hear your segment. But I feel like we got to kick things off with Coco Codes, you guys. Coco has been cooking for Rolex. We have been blown away. There's been so many videos coming through from Coco, from his community. Like they have really been showing up, and I feel like that's the base way, right? Like we show up to support each other, and Coco has like exceeded all expectations. He's done an amazing job. I don't know if you can
Awesome.
speak, Coco.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I'm really excited for the journey so far with Rolex. The community has been showing up for Rolex, and it's not just showing up. They're actually excited. I am actually excited about what Rolex is building because I think everyone we've not seen a project like this with such intention. The team is very dedicated, and the solution that they are building is truly useful. So yeah, the community has showed up, and I mean Rolex is fully community owned. So yeah, we are very well aligned. I'm really excited for today and for what to come.
Coco, we're so happy to have your support and apologies. I was doing some tech support behind the scenes. We're working on getting our girl Crypto Empress in here today. Very excited to have her on. And yeah, Coco, we're going to go through. I want to show some of the videos that your community has made. Seriously, you guys have just shown up, and I want to dive deeper into kind of your thoughts around the emerging creator economy. We have Quigley and Bill that'll be talking about that today, and I think you'd be also great to discuss that. Um, Now, I want to pass it over next. We have an absolute bass legend, bass OG, you guys. We have Bass Disciple here. This is I have to give you flowers, Bass Disciple. Thank you, Bass God is the very first community I ever joined on bass. And yeah, I mean, it's completely changed the trajectory of my career. It got me really excited about bass, about the culture, the community. And I want to invite you today because you're just an absolute bass OG and legend, man.
Yeah, well, always happy to chat with you and jump on any community call that I can be a part of. Like you mentioned, we've been around since 2023, one of the earliest projects that is still kicking on base. And um, overall, it's been really amazing to see what this project has turned into over time and maintaining relevancy, becoming like a Lindy meme on the chain where, as time goes by, the longer that you're around, the more likely it is that you're going to stay around. That's really the ultimate dream that I had with a meme. Memes come and go, usually within like days, if not months or weeks. So really happy to see the impact that it had on you as well as other people on this call who I've gotten to know over the last couple of years. And yeah, as far as on my end, I mean, it's been kind of interesting, like to see the last couple of weeks on base. There's been a lot of energy in terms of trying to figure out what 2026 is going to look like. A lot of community collaboration, everyone sharing opinions of how they see base and the future of base. And obviously, I think Jesse had a post yesterday or the day before, just talking a little bit about like the direction that we're
Yeah.
all headed. So I'm sure that'll be a topic of conversation. But yeah, really excited to see where things go. And I think, as I always have, I think that there's a ton of potential on base still, and we have not even come close to seeing its full potential. Like we still have a long way to go. And I think 2026 is going to be our year.
Oh my God. Well, you're getting me excited and it's reminding me of why I decided to make base my home. The very first thing I did on base was join the meme on-chain summer meme kickoff that you guys held in the
Yeah.
metaverse base disciple chapel with Jesse Pollock. And that was it for me. That was the day. And that's the power of showing up. Like you guys doing that, like it resonated with me on such a deep level that I was like, yeah, this is it. I haven't looked back. I'm full force on base. And I actually bought a Base God NFT, and I proudly have had that NFT, as well as I think we have Quigley here, who also is a holder. I don't know, Bill, if Bill has one, but we definitely got to get Bill one of these days if he doesn't have one. Um, and another thing I want to say is that Base Disciple, I would love to host you on more shows. I actually the first thing I wanted to do on Base was host a TYBG show, so I definitely want
Yeah.
to revisit that and talk
Yeah,
to you
no.
more.
Like I said, I mean, I always love jumping on just to chat with different people in the community whenever I can. Also support other projects that are launching, and yeah, mobilize our community. That's sort of the power of memes, but we can get into that a little bit later on.
Absolutely. Well, we'll come back around. I want to pass it off next to another. I mean, everyone here, you're all legends. But Bill the Bull specifically, I got to give Bill his flowers. We have been in the trenches together, doing Let's Touch Base, On-Chain Media, out hundreds of hours of shows at this point. We've co-hosted together, and yeah, happy to have you on here, man. It means a lot showing up and supporting today.
Rachel, it is great to be here. Not many things get me more excited than when you host a space and man, you are crushing it. So organized. It's just like, all right, agenda here. It's like I know how it is, and you deserve the credit. So it's great to connect with you and everyone else here.
Thank you so much, Bill. It means a lot. And yeah, we've really been at it together on base since day one. I was looking for someone to host a show with, and I went on his podcast, and that was it. From there on out, like we were just cooking. And yeah, I'm excited to see you now connecting with Rolex, and we'll dive
For
more
sure.
into what I want to talk about today with you and Quigley is more of the intersection of the creator economy, meeting utility projects like Rolex, right? Infra and DeFi projects. So I want to come back around and hear your thoughts on this because I know you'll have a lot of good things to
Real
say.
quick, I want to
Yeah.
give a shout out to Danny though, because I was telling you guys off stage, the way Rolex is doing this is phenomenal. For a new project coming on a base, this is how you get known. This is how you make a splash. You bring the quote unquote leaders, whatever you want to call us, people with opinions, on a space like this. You automatically integrate yourself into the base community. So I want to give a shout out to Danny. Great strategy. I think more projects need to at least have this type of discussion with other industry leaders.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. And I've talked a lot about the cross pollination effect, right? And something that some values that are very embedded in on-chain media for me is bringing in different people, right? And cross pollinating and creating value together and incentivizing people that want to show up and create. So we do have several giveaways going on. I want to get through the introductions and then we could touch on the different giveaways. We have several active campaigns right now. So if you are looking to be incentivized to create, I know Valerie is doing this. So maybe that's a good segue, Valerie, to pass it off to you. And oh my God, I can give you all flowers for days, but Valerie seriously has such a great heart, such a big heart. She's coming out next week to my event. She's going to be doing media. She's in VFriends, built a community in San Diego, and just doing so much incredible work.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me today. I'm super excited to actually join because I mean, not only am I a creator, but I am a community builder, and I'm always thinking about from their perspective, what are tools that they need, what are things that they're looking for and they want to participate, and how can we provide that education in a digestible but also like fun and entertaining way. And I love live streams like this where you get a lot of people together and people are just kind of conversating and coming around it. So yeah, I'm excited to learn more about Rolex and see what my community thinks as well. And yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. And fun fact, I actually met with one of their board members in San Diego. So maybe there is a way in the future we can get some sort of activation going or events.
Hey, not a bad idea. I like that.
Absolutely. And by the way, I'm going to be going back and forth. I see the comments going crazy right now, you guys. We have so many legends in the chat. GBM Auctions is here, Jake Scott, Hove, Easy in Crypto. Shout out to everybody that's taking the time to tune in. Callie, Base All Might. Just want to shout out everyone. You know, you could be anywhere doing anything right now, and you chose to be here. So thank you guys. And we'll make it worth it. We got campaigns, we got great education, we got videos we'll go through. It's a lot of fun stuff for today. So next up, I want to pass it off to Quigley. And Quigley is another person I can give flowers for days. We've done a lot together over the past year plus. Also, probably hundreds of hours of spaces we've hosted together. And yeah, I just consider you one of my good friends in the community, man. So grateful to have you here.
Yeah, definitely happy to be here. It looks like my internet might be a little bit ruggy at the moment, of course, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, just excited to bring Rolex. This TG is something that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to. Happy to join tonight and talk about, as you said, the intersection of the creator economy, how it kind of all fits together with what's going on, like Base Disciple is talking about, with some of the stuff that's been happening over the last few days, few weeks on base, and you know, how that all sort of fits in with what's happening with Rolex. Looking forward to the convo.
Absolutely. And yeah, I have to say, just to reiterate, like you have done a lot of amazing work in this community, Quigley. Like Onchain Summit, I feel like me, you, Bill, like we kind of became like core pillars in that ecosystem, in that community rather. And yeah, just really honored that you took the time to be here today and are curious to learn more about Rolex. So We have one more intro to go to as well, you guys. If we can get Crypto Empress up here. Okay, it looks like she might be here, but like in the back chat. So we'll come back around. We'll try to get Crypto Empress up and do her intro. But yeah, she is another person, incredible friend and human being, and she's rallied her community so much today. So I really want to shout her out and give her some love and flowers. And had the pleasure of hanging out with her right before Christmas and seeing her a bunch on the timeline, just doing incredible work. So Crypto Empress, if you can come up, would love to chat with you more. So without further ado, I would love to dive in. Danny, if you want to give the TLDR and run us through Rolex.
Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Yes, so basically we're building a perp deck on base starting, early this year. And now we want to talk more about our V2 product because the V2 product is going to be, kind of like Hyperliquid. We know that perp decks is like nailing the space. And from last year after Hyperliquid launched on Chain, they kind of like attract a lot of liquidity from Arbitrum and also the market share, the trading, the whales trading on Binance and other, exchanges. So they tend to trade on chain because they have a more freedom over there, and actually the trading system is turning more and more robust to support their daily trading as well. And we also do see other perp decks building on different ecosystem to support different ecosystem to grow. So basically I think this can be, talking about not just like the trading venue why we're building such kind of perp decks, because we definitely need, when ecosystem wants to grow, it definitely need this kind of product to support the liquidity and also all the assets minting on this ecosystem. So I think base is kind of like hitting that point that the ecosystem isn't just like growing, it's leveling up. So I think we see a lot of builders, right? Like more apps, more assets, more narratives, and the most important is we see the like there's so many users, and so the community grows drastically, and the users actually they want to look for a place to trade, to hedge, and they will be able to trade on Coinbase, and but if there is an on-chain venue can support better liquidity and also can abstract liquidity from other ecosystem to bring it to base. And I think it's going to be something very strategic and meaningful for all the builders and creators building and launching their own creator coins or content coins on base. So I think base definitely needs more assets, but it's not just more assets. It needs deeper liquidity, like better trading infrastructure and more powerful tools for traders, right? We need some complicated system and tools for traders, especially pro traders or considering like market makers or some trading firms, etc. And also base, we see a lot of different kinds of assets, coming to base as well, like the local stables, right? Like treasury bonds and some like stock. We talk a lot about the stock tokens, right? We're gonna see that happen, like real world asset happen to base more and more and come way much faster than what we're expecting. So and I think perps are one of the strongest engine for that, to bring volume and to bring liquidity, and that keeps the whole system moving, every single day, and to support the trades for all the traders and creators on base. So but actually why we want to build this product on base but not elsewhere, and I think the answer is very direct. Thank you, like quickly mentioned about, oh, sorry, Coco Goose mentioned about the community stuff. I kind of forgot to mention at the first beginning, like Rolex is 100% community driven product, and the base
That's
ecosystem
amazing.
or the base community is honestly like one of the best in crypto. And the gene, like the culture of base community is impressive. We started to build a community and to build the whole thing with Rachel, and we got huge support from Coco, from EMB community, and we feel the vibe. We really do feel it, the energy behind. It's so different compared to what I know about other, ecosystem. So people actually they build, right? They kind of shape the future. They kind of deliver. They want to build something for real. They have their own thoughts, and maybe it's something simple and maybe something small, but they have their, passion behind. And also the most important is we see people support each other and
Absolutely.
support different
Yep.
projects, right? They have the dedication or conviction to build together with the base community. I think this is something really touching, and I love base community and want to put more efforts, more energy, more time to deliver this product, to support and to serve the ecosystem, to serve the community here. So yeah, we truly believe that base has massive potential, right? And calling back what Jesse and Brent Armstrong has been talking about very often, that we want to deliver this kind of trading thing, and to base ecosystem. And we're so excited to be building here. That's exactly the kind of ecosystem we want to grow with, and also all the good friends, some new friends, some old friends, and I'm feeling really happy today right now, and just want to give one more shout out to Rachel helping me to make this into reality. And I think, well, we can see that the market condition is getting better, so I think the timing feels perfect, and we want to have to educate more, to share more about us. And I think base is ready, we're ready to, we are building for this moment, and we're building for the future. Yeah.
Okay, wow. She was cooking, you guys. That is base energy. And like you said, this is how this community rolls. No pun intended. We all show up for each other, right? Like I just had a call with Quigley earlier. Like Bill, Valerie, Base Disciple, Coco. It's like we all just show up for each other and support each other wherever we can. So that is kind of the base way. That's one of the reasons I love this community so much. It's because of the people, right? And now Danny with Rolex, they're thinking about what can we do for traders now? What can we do to improve the infrastructure, the trading experience, and bringing more volume onto base? Because that's been an area where they've really needed to focus on. So anyway, I feel like Danny, you kind of answered some of the questions I had for you. So maybe we could pass it off next, because obviously we're here today. We're building community. We're building a community around Rolex and on-chain media. Everybody needs base. There's kind of this cross-pollination moment happening. So I'm curious, Valerie, I'd love to hear from you on this. Why is it so important for a project like Rolex to prioritize building community like this?
Well, I think community kind of gathers around tech that can really help people with what they need, right? I think that's why we look at these tools that like Rolex that can solve problems that people need, help with, solutions. And so I think it's important to come from a place of educating in a purpose, right? So I don't know, I think community is everything. I mean, that's kind of, maybe I'm biased here, but I think like, I don't know, that's kind of a big question for me, because like I said in the beginning, I'm always looking at ways for, sorry. I have 2 new kittens, so they're like playing right now, so. But I'm always thinking about how they can understand a lot of the tech here that's happening here. For example, I was at Comic-Con last year. Comic-Con, a lot of us know it's with IP, comics and shows, but it's also a really great place to just talk with the everyday stranger. Like there's people that come out, over 200,000 people. I was out there, I just set up like a booth and a mic and camera, and I just asked those people like, hey, what do you know about crypto, NFTs, blockchain, and just see what like they actually really know. And the number one thing is that they either know someone like family, brother, sister, parents who do trade, and they don't do it yet. And so I'm like, what's your setback? And so their answer was the fear of uncertainty, the lack of education of a game strategy, right? Because we all know there's risks here, real risk, and especially if you're going to be using money, hopefully, obviously not financial advice, but not using money you need for your rent and stuff. But how do we get on these platforms in a safe way and also educate people of protecting yourself, safety, privacy. So I'm really excited to see how Rolex is going to come into this space. And yeah, I'm excited to be here and educate the community.
Well, extremely well put, Valerie. And I knew you'd be the perfect person to talk about building community. You've been doing it as long as I've known you. And a little bit of lore, every single project that I've worked on, I've always thought of Valerie as a local community builder, someone in SoCal that's really making moves and bringing people together. So really appreciate you being here. Let's see. I don't know if we can get Empress in here, but I was going to talk to Empress as well because she has built such an incredible community. A lot of her community is here in the chat today, active. So shout out to everybody coming in from Crypto Empress's community, and absolutely love her. Real quick though, Danny, I think before we move on to the next segment, I would like to touch on some of our campaigns. I think now might be a good time just to let people know what's possible before we go deeper.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Um,
awesome.
yeah. Well, the campaign that we're running with on Onchain Media.
Well, we have several. I mean, we could talk about all the active campaigns right now. If we want to start with the on-chain media one, what I'll say for you guys is that what we're looking to do is to create a program for creators at On-Chain Media where we can get you guys incentivized for creating content, right? So if you're an emerging creator, you want to make short form videos, long form videos, we want to support you and incentivize the creators that are showing up and doing that. So that is a campaign that we have running. I'll grab the details for that. And then maybe Coco, maybe you could touch on the campaign you have going with yours. You there, Coco?
Okay, yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Can you? Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
okay, this post is basically just like a summary we posted on EMB showcasing um, the collab with Rolex, just to keep the community up to date what we've done, what we are doing so far with Rolex, and I think the um, what's it called? What we're currently about concluding with Rolex is the Speed Boost campaign. The tax is still live on EMB Blast, so as more people are claiming on our app, they are continuing to join the waitlist version 2 for Rolex. Yes, and right now we also have our creators fully activated for Rolex. Following up with Rolex right now for TG as they're approaching launch and everything else, just to ensure that we keep the energy high, we are rocking and we are rolling with every of the update, every of the announcement, and we are getting the creators involved to tell the stories, come up with guides, and make people care for you.
And you have been absolutely crushing it. Shout out to everybody. If there's anybody here from the Everybody Needs Base community, I just want to commend all of you for taking the time to do what you've done. And maybe we'll show. I think this might be a good segue actually to share some of the videos from your community, Coco. But the last thing before I show that is that we have a flash event happening as well. So if you guys go to @Rolex Fi, you guys can see like all the posts, campaigns. There's been a lot of announcements. So go to @Rolex Fi and you'll see everything here. But I do want to show really quick. We put this together over the past couple days. Just gathered different videos from Coco's community, different people who are excited about Rolex. So I'll show you guys really quick, kind of an example of what can be done with some of these campaigns.
Rolex.
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 Rolex. Rolex. Rolex.
Rolex. Rolex.
Rolex.
Rachel here from On-Chain Media. Base is now entering its hyper-liquid moment for perps. And it's happening all with Rolex Beat 2.
Rolex is designed around one simple idea. Assets only matter if they can become real market.
This is why Rolex B2 matters. They are not just building any other app. They are bringing the hyper-liquid moment to Base.
Rolex isn't just another PEP desk. It is a PEP layer for on-chain finance built on the Base ecosystem.
Here's Callie.
Rolex.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that took time. Some really highly produced videos, creative videos that your community did, Coco.
If I can, I actually want to chime in here. Speaking from like content creation and tying that back into community and some of the fears that I've heard them say. Right, I said fear of uncertainty, not really knowing where to look for strategy and plans to use the money responsibly that they may want to invest and try out some of these tools like Rolex. I think videos like this is really important. And so I love that you guys are doing this campaign for creators because storytelling is huge. I think like Coco said, you want to make the people care. And the way people care is not usually a company name. They want to follow other people. So if you can humanize this technology more, like I love seeing all of the community that came together talking about the perp layer, and also seeing like the snapshots from like the tweets that were going out. The more we can humanize that these are real people using the tools, I think the better it will be for everybody, and we'll get more creators and users to come on to Rolex.
Amen to that. You absolutely have it right. It's distilling the complex. I think in this space we have a lot of projects that are highly technical, right? So distilling that and using media, storytelling, videos like these. I think anything to help people understand how they can leverage this technology in different on-chain tools. I'm all about that at On-Chain Media, and Coco's community has clearly done that. But I do want to open it up. I mean, if anybody else has any other comments here or thoughts, we got several like OG creators here as well.
Oh, I just think it's great. I mean, whenever you get some community, created content, um, it's a smart thing to do from a media standpoint. Getting your community to rally around your product, showing their creativity. You love to see it, and yeah, looking forward to seeing more of that. I'm surprised I didn't see any AI in that one. So like a lot of these, there's always like a mix of both, right? I didn't see that. I didn't see it on this one. So maybe someone will remix it or do something with. Was there AI involved? I don't know. Looks like
to my
everything looks pretty
knowledge,
real.
zero
Yeah,
AI. I know on our end with
yeah,
this
yeah.
editing, like
Actually,
I worked with the team editing this. Yeah. So
yeah, okay. So there are actually some creators who came up with some really like solid AI content. But most of the participants were more of UGC creators because like the EMB, like we have a lot of creators like who like to show their face and talk about what they are bullish on. So, but there is some solid AI content. I mean, some of them even won for the bounty. Yeah, I think one
Yeah.
thing that
wow.
I'm just really excited about. The first time I talked to Danny, the first thing I said to her was that we need storytelling. We need people to talk about Rolex. We need people to showcase how they will use Rolex in their day-to-day life. We need people to use this platform and really showcase what this platform is really doing and why people should actually care. Because at the end of the day, people will not care about the tech. People care about how it made them feel. Imagine that you can do
That
500x
part.
leverage on Rolex compared to not being able to do that on other platform. Imagine that you own everything, own your own everything on Rolex and compared to other platform. I think that's like really like solid and getting enough storytelling around this was really vital. And I told her like let's do this. Yes, let's rock and roll.
It really
Yeah.
has blown me away. Like Coco, I just see you through an entirely new lens now. Like you are a master coordinator of community efforts. Like I seriously don't even have words. Like you've really done incredible work here, man.
Real quick to chime in, I think storytelling is extremely vital for any project, and I think it's underutilized. To be honest, I think especially in a digital world, again, you guys are firing on all cylinders. Not only bringing all together the people for this stream, but you're making people care. And I think with a project, we are in such a saturated market for everything: perp dexes, creator stuff, anything in crypto. There's a lot of competition, but the ones that can tell stories, that can make people feel and have a presence, those are the ones I think are going to have a lasting impact. So Coco, I think this is my first time seeing the videos you guys are making. So I just want to say this is really well done, and shout out to those creators putting their face into this video, because again, that makes the human element there. So well done, dude.
Could not agree
Can I also
more. Yeah.
can
Go
I
ahead,
also say
Danny.
something? Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you.
I want to really give a huge shout out to Coco and even EMB. I think Coco and EMB have been, exactly that kind of energy that Rolex is from, like, from day one. So I think they do support us and pushed us. Coco gave me a lot of suggestions, and we should do the storytelling. We should bring the community in. We should talk about community stuff because you're 100% community driven product, and they helped us connect with more real creators on base. They're delivering such high quality content to I didn't really expect that. They're super, like, they're pro, Some of the
Yeah.
content, I think it's kind of from some professional studio. So I really do love it. They're telling the story even better than me. Because sometimes I share some concept could be not that acceptable or kind of like readable for some of the users or community members, but they're trying to tell the thing or explain the thing, what we're building, and what's the vision behind in a very simple words, and with some visuals as well, some even some performance. This is so funny. So
Like
I think
acting too. Yeah. They
yes,
really
yes.
I kind of want to show some. Like maybe we can come back at the end of the stream
Please.
because they're fun. They're just so much fun to
Yeah,
watch.
please do so. Yeah, it's so funny. I enjoy watching it. I watched it, like, I think I watched it so many times, maybe tens of times, and I really do enjoy watching so. And I think so honestly, this isn't just like us, like Rolex building alone. This is, I feel like, base community, we're building together. So much respect and thank you so much, Coco and EMB. Let's rock and roll.
EMB fam. They really rolled up strong for this one. Um, and by the way, I also want to bring some light to another OG, just incredible community here. And then maybe towards the end of the stream, we could watch some EMB videos because they're so much fun. But we do have Base Disciple here
I
from
would
Thank
also
You.
drop some of
Yeah.
I'll drop some of the video links in the comment just to make it
Oh,
easy for you
perfect.
when you want to. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I could just go through and open up the tabs. Perfect. But yeah, I do want to bring some attention here today, you guys, because Base Disciple is it is the first project I discovered on Base. It's the reason that I joined the Onchain Summit, Onchain Summer Kickoff, learned about Thank You Base God, and never looked back. I've been on Base ever since. So I got to shout you out, Base Disciple, because you've really helped to build the foundation of the cultural element of Base. So what you're doing, right, as like a meme project, I do want to talk about why meme culture really matters in crypto and where that intersects with projects like DeFi or utility projects.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think obviously memes have been like a more controversial sector within crypto, and a lot of people love them, a lot of people don't love them as much. But I think what's objectively undeniable is that they have a profound impact on a lot of people. And when you look at the last couple of years, it's been there's ups and downs, and there's good actors, bad actors, but that's the same across crypto. It's not unique to memes. I think, for memes in general, it's an easy way to build a community around a joke or a concept or lore that resonates with people in a way that utility projects don't really hit, which isn't to say that utility projects are missing or lacking in any way. It's just different objectives, right? I think Bitcoin is a meme coin. Some people would disagree, but like literally the meme is, hey, we're replacing fiat, or hey, we're digital gold. Like that sounds like the memeiest meme I could ever think of. Is That's no different from like, the SPX coin that's going to flip the stock market. You know what I mean? It's just like these huge lofty goals of like, hey, if people believe in this, then it's real and let's do it. And that's sort of the fun. On top of that, though, speaking from my own experience with Base God, I always felt it's really cool when memes produce some type of build, when the community is contributing in a lot of different ways, totally decentralized. We've already talked on this call about the impact that creators can have within these communities, whether it's making funny memes or videos or even just tweeting about the project, or we've had people create game. There's a base god game that has like a lot of cool on-chain elements, and we've done talent shows. We've had people make like real life art and paintings and shrines about base god.
I've seen those. Maybe we did a stream a long time ago. I think we had someone showing that in like in the
Yeah,
jungle. They like,
right. Yeah,
yeah, it was crazy.
we've had we have like the metaverse that was created, which it's been a while since we've done an
The
event.
space doesn't sound real when we're talking about
So,
this. Yeah, this
yeah, I
guy
know
built
it's
a shrine in the jungle with his NFT art.
well,
Like,
that's the thing, right? It's like it's something that could start with just an idea and then literally motivate someone on the other side of the planet to go build a shrine for the project in the jungle. And that's the magic of the internet and the magic of crypto. And I think it taps into something that clearly works for a lot of people. I mean, I think people look at memes as like, hey, 2024 Solana, pump fun, things that pump and dump within a day. Like that's not what meme culture is to me. I first got my start in memes back in 2021, and things felt just totally different in terms of how people approached it. So I'm like a little bit of an old school like meme purist.
like a
Anyone
meme,
who
you're like a meme philosopher. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm a historian. Anyone who like was actually around, I was literally there the day that Shiba Inu like first popped on people's radars, and it was like January 2021. I remember like sitting at my desk in my apartment, and I was just like, "What is this? Like, what's happening?" And from there, like everyone started making like dog coins and all these like crazy, like funny, nonsensical coins, but they for whatever reason just like really spoke to people like me,
Mm-hmm.
who were more so interested in the communities. Even when I was looking at utility projects, I still like to participate in the community. That's what made it fun. So anyway, fast forward to now, I think meme culture is like it's in a very unique place on base right now, because over the past year, base has definitely pushed like on the creator side, and there's a lot of back and forth around what does this mean for memes. And I have strong opinions on this matter. That's not like to say I think that anyone's doing it right or wrong, but I think everyone has a strong opinion about like the strategy that base is rolling out, and it all comes from a good place of just like wanting representation for everyone on the chain.
Mm.
But I think memes have definitely proven that if you look back at like early 2024 on base, around the time that you joined the base god community, like the first real like spark for base was a meme season. Um,
Mm.
Projects like ours,
Mm-hmm.
obviously Mochi, Dog in Me. There's plenty others I could list off, but all of those sort of like spawned that initial interest for people, and from there it opens the door for them to learn more about other projects on base. The cool thing about memes is that it's almost like you're a portable like community or brand that can easily branch out and like team up with DeFi projects or other projects in the space, and boom, you have like a plug and play community that you now have access to by doing a partnership for like a contest or a spaces or whatever. Like there's no we can do anything. It's like there's nothing. If you were looking at a project that has like a very niche sort of problem it's trying to solve, um, there are certain collaborations that make sense that don't. But for memes, it's like we're kind of down for whatever, and that kind of, at least for Base God, allowed us to really participate in like the entire growth of Base, as opposed to being in one vertical or one space that kind of pigeonholed us. So, yeah, I mean that's sort of like how I see memes and our impact on base, and I'm really excited to see, like I mentioned at the beginning of the call, where things go for base over the next couple months, because
Yeah.
yeah, it sounds like they're rethinking their approach to things, and I don't know what that means yet, but I'm excited just as everyone else is to see exactly what it means.
Well, I just have to say, myself, Quigley, and Bill, we hosted this space to gather feedback from the community. And we're just seeing a lot of stuff on the timeline. And something that we really wanted to do was organize and consolidate and actually create a documentation and create a report that can be sent to the base team. Because I feel like feedback that's like where data is aggregated and organized, it's likely to be taken more seriously. So we did that, and I actually sent that over to the base team. Zen actually just acknowledged in one of the chats today. And seeing that post from Jesse made me really happy because it's like they're actually internalizing, they're looking at the feedback. I think there were other communities and people that also did similar things. So it's refreshing to me to see that like the feedback is being internalized and like used,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And again, everyone has an opinion, and I don't have a personal Twitter account, so I feel like sidelined.
I know I tagged thank you Base God for this one.
Yeah, like whenever I see people talking about base stuff, like I really want to participate, but I know that it opens up a whole can of worms for me personally to like have a Twitter account, and I don't want to get like I already spend a lot of my day just thinking about this project and thinking about base, and the second that I get like a personal Twitter, I feel like I would be immersed in a lot of discourse that I just don't need to. But yeah, everyone has opinions. I think but at the end of the day, again, the base team's receptive to feedback, and you can send them whatever. It's not going to hurt their feelings.
I'm sorry, I got excited for a minute because we just have Crypto Empress has made it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the party going now, okay? Everybody's here.
Oh,
we made
my
it.
God. What?
I know.
Oh, give me a second. I think I have a lot of. Gimme. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God, you guys. We got
Without
Empress
the hubby,
here.
I got technology to work
Let's
for
go.
me.
Shout out to hubby.
Hi, everyone. I am tardy to the party, but we are here ready to roll. I mean, I am just super excited to be here with you guys, and I've been listening to the whole entire conversation, and I was so bummed out. I'm listening, and I'm like, my God, you guys are saying amazing things. And again, this is a launch party. I'm super, super happy to be kind of part of the team, too. I'm doing the marketing and, just being out there, and I'm just happy to be here. So thank you, guys. Thank you for patiently, trust me, I made it work. So
We
I'm
made it
super happy
work.
right
We're
now.
all here. It's a party. This is the most ambitious live stream I've ever done. But it is for Danny. It's for the Rolex team because this is how we roll in the base community. You guys, we show up, we support each other, and yeah, this has been amazing so far. I don't have a hard stop. I'm happy to keep things going, but I want to go around to anybody that might have a hard stop that might need to jump off shortly. And then also, Base Disciple, there's some other things I want to ask you as well.
Of course.
Yeah, so Rachel, I do have a hard stop, but so if you want, maybe me and Quigley can do our segment because I would love to.
Let's go. Yeah.
chat.
Okay, so let me pull this up really quick. So, all right, one of the reasons I brought you guys on, I wanted to talk about, creators, distribution, how we're leveraging media and storytelling to help projects in the base community and beyond. I think all projects need this regardless of the ecosystem, but I'm curious to hear from you, Bill, how you feel creators are really shaping narratives and why it's important for projects like Rolex to, do the campaigns we're doing, support creators and help build the narratives.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it just kind of takes me back to my earlier point earlier. There is a plethora of projects in this space, and there's no denying it. And I think Base especially has an interesting problem. We have the best of the best builders, but there's so much that it gets lost in the sauce. You can have the best project ever. You can have the best tech. It could be the most game-changing thing. But if people aren't talking about it, people aren't learning about it, if you don't build a community, it literally doesn't matter. You will get no volume. Your token is not going to do anything, and that's it. Game over. That's a wrap. Good luck. This is not Web2. This is Onchain. You have to incentivize a community and grow that. So creator incentives, marketing, it's the name of the game mixed with a good project. Of course, if you have a dog shit project and you have great marketing, it doesn't really matter. But if you combine the two, which is what Rolex is doing, it gives hope because they understand you need to target the marketing, you also need to target the tech, and you bring that together, you can have the potential to create something very special because on Base, it's kind of rare. So this whole space, regardless if I was on it or not, if I was watching and I see all you legends up here and I see the videos, I'm going to take notice because Base especially is a very small world it shows that like they're in it for the right reasons. They're in it for the long run. It's not a cash grab. So for me, like I said, Rolex is doing the right thing. But any project in this space, you have to market. You have to target. Go people like Rachel Quigley, whoever, get the word out there. Otherwise, you're not going to do well at all.
And it comes back also, I would say, to building trust. And if you guys hear me talk about marketing, I go on my spiel. I was actually training to do a TEDx talk a couple of years ago, and I had a coach that taught me about the law of familiarity, showing up over and over and over so people recognize you, people know you, people trust you. And that's something all of you here have done. So I think Danny and Rolex coming together with some of the most trusted members in our community, I think is really awesome that they've done that. And I do want to talk to Empress about this because she has also been just a master community builder and has established a lot of trust and credibility with her community. But before we bring it over to her, Quigley, I don't know if you have a hard stop or if you have to jump as well.
I'm just enjoying this conversation. There's a lot of pieces of it that I think, tie together nicely. I mean, we have seen a pretty big shift here recently with the direction of the base app as an example, and of course, with that comes the support and sort of focus of the base team and what they're wanting to focus on over the next few months. Like Base Disciple was saying, it'll be really interesting to see what that means. I've been a big fan of the concept of like creating more of like a hub or like almost a replacement for Telegram or Discord with the base app as an example. And I think emphasizing on trading as they've been kind of pivoting towards here recently, it really does open up the door for products like Rolex to come in and say, hey, we've got a high quality product, but we're also embracing that community side. We're also embracing the creator side, and we understand that. And bringing that liquidity on chain, huge. I like the idea that they understand there's sort of both sides. There's the existing pool here as part of the base ecosystem, and there's all this other stuff happening outside of base that we want to invite in, right? I think that's the same. It's a very aligned with what base is also wanting to do. They're wanting to say, yes, we're base first, but we also understand all these other things are happening on chain that we want to invite in. So there's just a lot of good pieces of this conversation. I think great job, Rachel, putting together the panel. I think this stuff is all coming together really well. But yes, I also want to hear from Crypto Empress. I was like, she totally faked us out. Like she's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there, and then she just doesn't even
weird
come
troll.
in. What's up with that?
Yeah, maybe we can come back and give you a proper intro, Crypto Empress. But I just want to say, Bill, if you got to jump, totally understandable. Well, you got the kiddos over there. It's late, so yeah, just thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you do for the base community. And yeah, any final words or anything you want to share?
I just want to say congrats to Danny again for the TG. That's a very momentous occasion. So shout out to you. Looking forward to seeing all that you guys have to offer, and appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's great to connect. So I chat with you guys later.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. All right, and there's still quite a bit to go through, but I want to take a moment for Crypto Empress, everybody. Also, shout out, we have a Block Zero on base meme. All your base are belong to us in the chat. Captain, I just sent you a link if you want to join us as well. Unplanned, but that is an OG meme on base as well. We'd love to have up. So without further ado, you guys, we have Crypto Empress here. Her community is going nuts in the comments. Everybody's here so active. And Empress, would love to just hear, your introduction and maybe share what your focuses are.
Yeah, absolutely. So most importantly, you guys were talking about community and what community means. And I guess for me, it is very, very important to kind of highlight like what it actually means, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, I'm building community, but what does that really mean to someone, right? So for me, I really genuinely care about people. And that's something that, I don't know, like I really care that we are putting the right information out there. It's not just about likes and followers, like a lot of people that we see on X. I get it. It's a culture. It's been like that for a long time. But for us, the secret is actually listening and to our members, our community, getting feedback from them. Like, what do you want to hear from, and most importantly, it's like they also want to learn, so to me, we get so much information out there, but let's be honest, a lot of that information is way too complex, even for myself. I have to really, really break it down to the T because I'm a visual learner. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a visual learner. I need to see charts, I need to see color for me to really grasp information. And I know a lot of my followers are the same way. So this is why we connect. We do Monday check-ins, and literally I'm asking everybody, how are you guys doing? Like, what's happening, or do we need to pray for you? Do we need to hype you up? I mean, what do you need? We got it, you know. So I think for me with the community, it's not about quick gains. That will come, but when you really put a good foundation and you follow the right people, I mean, I seen it all. I started in 2017, and I have seen, I mean, those early days were like crazy days. Like, you would get scammed, you would get everything. There was so many things happening, and I think like we're moving in a different direction with more clarity, more people are realizing, hey, I hate losing money, you know, just I'm not here for that. And I think all of us are moving towards more of, hey, let's build something long term. You know, we do want to retire a bloodline, you know. So I think that our mentality is shifting, which I really, really love. But I don't know. I think all of us do a phenomenal job to really care and go beyond for our community, just to, you know, give them knowledge, or, hey, who's the right people to follow? Like, we're not going to be extra liquidity. You know, we hate extra liquidity, right? So just that. And I did want to focus on that because without our community, we have nothing. You know, we are nothing. So they really motivate us and push us to do more and want to be more. So thank you guys. I just wanted to give a big shout out to the community, but this goes with all of us. Like, I think all of us bring something really genuinely to the table, and that's what makes it special in Web3, because we're all over the world, you know. That's what makes it so magical. So that's kind of what I think about community. So I don't know.
She's on fire. She's on fire, you guys. I see everyone in the comments. She's on fire. And that is why Crypto Empress, I've always viewed you just as, you know, kindred spirit. I feel like we really speak the same language. The way you care about the people in your community, that's what I try to do with building my project, Onchain Media, on Base as well. And Valerie said it earlier as well, having a human-centric approach to storytelling and building. And also, by the way, you guys, I've never used this function, but we have Captain calling into the live stream with a question. So I'm gonna check it out. Okay, I think we have Captain joining us from all your days. All your days belong to us.
Okay, so I don't know what I did right there. I hope I did it right. I've never used Riverside before. Was I supposed to do something else? Okay. But hey, good to see everyone.
Yeah, you know, I saw you in the comments, and Danny, the CEO of Rolex here with us today, was like, Rachel, I really want to connect with, you know, some of the good memes on Base. And, you know, of course, TYBG came to mind. I see you in the chat, AYB. And a little fun fact, you guys, AYB is the first meme project that I worked on Base, the first project that I was actually working on in the Base community.
And another perfect timing fun fact, most people don't know about it, TYBG, I believe I did Base Disciples' first public space when we launched his NFTs.
And we launched on the same day, right? Like, just about.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
so
these are day one, like OG community members here today, you guys. So yeah, I just feel really honored that all of you have showed up at this capacity, and shout out to everybody in the comments. I did see some questions, but they have gotten buried. So if you guys have a question, feel free to drop it. I'll come over and do my best to go through them all. I think Easy and Crypto had a question. So yeah, keep them coming in, you guys. And, you know, since we have a meme presence here on this space, I do want to kick it back over to Base Disciple. You know, we were discussing kind of the intersection between meme culture and projects like Rolex coming onto Base. And I'm curious, Base Disciple, if you wanted to elaborate or build on that, or you know, touch on that more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think like it kind of goes without saying, memes are the energy and like culture side of crypto for the most part. And so tapping into memes, tapping into the communities, doing contests, just posting engaging content, like it really, there's a lot of opportunities to, you know, grow your own product user base, just your own presence across the chain by tapping into those communities. And I think some people like would be doing a disservice if they were like shy about that, you know what I mean? Like memes are here, they're here to stay, and the communities are very accessible also very welcoming. Like we're always down to collab. So yeah, I mean that's one of the main things I would say about that, which I think most people already kind of know.
Well, I'm also always down to collab with Thank You Base God, the very first community I ever joined on Base. And really just love the culture, the cultural tone that you've set for this community. I mean, there are people, I think Brian Armstrong has acknowledged TYBG, people on the base team rocking those PFPs as well. And yeah, proud owner of a Base God NFT as well. Absolutely love everything you've built. And I am curious, before we move on from everything, what is your long-term vision and like, how do you see that fitting into the current landscape at Base?
Yeah, well, it's funny because like the long-term vision at this point, the project's a little over 2 years old. So that's like pretty long-term. That's like ancient in meme time. And I think the vision that I have, and probably the same goes for AYB or for Toshi or for anyone who was around in those 2023 days, you just want to be a staple. You want to be a meme that has some sort of like sentimental value, right? It's not about price charts. It's not about the validation can't be found in just financial gain because that comes and goes very quickly in crypto. And obviously that's great if people can make money, but that's not really the point, and that's not sustainable for interest. What you need to do is tap into more sentimental value, which I think Base God has done a really good job of, hence why we're still to this day getting shout outs or engagement with like the base team or with respect from people who are long-term builders and participants in our community. And when I say our community, I mean across base.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what the plan is going to continue to be. 2025 was again like kind of a weird time on base for a couple of reasons, but mainly like the market overall in crypto was just kind of exhausted, after the huge run up in Bitcoin and Trump launching a meme coin and like all of this craziness and all the regulations passing. Like, I think there's a little bit of a hangover after a party type of vibe, but not quite a bear market. So it's just like a weird time. And then again, Base was shifting a lot of its focus towards creator ecosystem and all that. And so now that we're in 2026, I feel like a lot of energy is starting to come back. I feel like, if Base is going to be focusing on trading, and if that was like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge at, hey, let's get back to some of the assets that the communities have rallied behind organically, that people have already been hoping to see succeed, then the plan stays the same for me. It's just try to think of more opportunities to make special moments for people. There's so many stories just like yours, Rachel, that like, there's people on the base team who like started in Base God.
Yep.
First,
Yep.
like you can go through our Twitter and like there's a couple of reposts from our 2-year anniversary.
It's like the base community and team launchpad. It's like join,
like
thank you base. It's like, yeah, it's awesome.
David on the base team, on the ecosystem team.
Wow.
He actually made like the first shrine. He was the one who spawned the idea for the first shrine building contest, because he made one in his office before he joined Base. I forget where he was, but he like decided to make a shrine. It was like a lotion bottle.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, shout out to David. He has been one of the core, like, most supportive Base team members. I think all of us here that have done anything on Base, you guys know David's in your DMs, like helping us out. Like, he's awesome. So it makes sense. He came from your community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
like
I see Quigs is rocking the Base God look, so you.
Oh my God! Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yes, and that's
I literally took off my hat just for you guys. I was like, am I gonna wear the hat tonight? I was like, nah, I'll take it off. We got a Base God thing going on, so
let's go.
Thank you, Base God.
And one final thing I'll share on the Thank You Base God side of things is I went out and had lunch in San Diego with one of the board members from Rolex, and I was breaking down the lore for Thank You Base God, and it's really funny breaking that down to someone who doesn't know about it yet.
Yeah, they probably look at you like you're a maniac.
Like, what is wrong with this?
I almost forgot about the lotion. It's good to remind people of the lotion. We got to bring that back. I never got one of those.
well, that's the thing. It's like there's a lot of, and I think the same goes for any meme on base. Like I think that memes on base are like the best across any chain. Obviously, I'm biased, but like compared to Solana and ETH, like there's something about base memes that I think is really wholesome, and good intentioned. Not to say that other chains have bad intentions, but you get my point. And yeah, there's so many that just have like really cool stories, just like ours, and the impact that they've made on base team members or base community members and special moments they've created. Like, it's really, really, I don't know, it means a lot, and I just want to see us all win. So
Oh
really
my God, you're speaking my language. And I definitely want to revisit those early 2024 conversations about doing some TYBG spaces. And yeah, would love to also continue supporting any Rolex and TYBG collabs as well. And speaking of which, I do want to check in with Danny. I know Danny sent me a video she wanted me to show you guys here today. And what I'm thinking maybe for the rest of this stream, I mean, feel free, we can go in any direction, but if anybody has questions or if we want to go around, if there's something you want to know about Rolex, how to use it, how to get started, like maybe we could do some rapid fire community Q&A, speaker Q&A, if you guys are down for that. But real quick, I will show this video that Danny sent me, and Danny, maybe you can give some color here to this.
Yeah, before we share we can do share the video first. So we're talking about our V2 because we already have our product launched since April this year for our V1. And after 3 months later, we decided to, to heads down to do the research and to start to build the V2. You're currently seeing some internal testing demo. So you can see that everything is different compared to our current version, but it's pretty much like, Hyperliquid. But the thing is, the difference is we're building on base, and we're also going to have our own L3, which gonna be a base L3 to be supporting the trading engine, transaction history, and we're going to have, to leverage like TE technology to build into the TE enclave to make everything secure, safe, and private. So users can now deposit funds from base mainnet and trade assets on base mainnet. And the most exciting thing is we're going to support different kinds of assets. For example, like even stock tokens or some local stables, you can be using it as collateral and to open the position and to trade the trending assets you want to trade. And so this is very different compared to the current version. And this is it is kind of like pretty solid trading engine. So we love to showcase to our users to have a very simple tease or to know what's coming next. But for the open or for the beta version launch, I think stay tuned for the updates. We'd love to bring it to all you guys, the base community, as soon as possible. And besides of this, actually, I think, well, I think I heard a lot about communities today, and I think this is something I want to add more color on, not just the product. The product itself actually matters because our team has a very strong conviction to deliver this product. We see the value behind, and we want to be has them building a thing and to deliver the good thing to support the ecosystem, to support the community and the traders. But the whole thing is, we should not just focus on building things from the product perspective, right? There's so many good products, but nobody really knows them. So nobody's going to use it. And does not, some of them, well, they don't care because it has nothing to do with them directly. So I think I got so many good inspiration from the call and what you guys have been speaking and talking about today. So I think we should be thinking about building together with the community, not just on the product, because our team can take care of the product. And we love to hear feedback and suggestion from the community to iterate it and to make it a better and more like welcoming product for the community. But I would love to consult, all the guests here today, see how we can, to help to bring the community in, the creator in, to shape the future together with all the contributors. For example, there is one community member in our, DC group ask about, some questions about the product, and I told them after the token launch, all the decisions will be decided by the token holders. So that is also the part of thing we want to bring the community in, not just give us some suggestions. They can truly make decisions and help us to go some directions that they're willing to see. So that also matters a lot, because I've been saying like we're a fully community driven product. That means so far we don't have even VCs. The protocol is self-sustainable. We definitely want to make all the token holders, all the community members who help us to grow, who contribute to making Rolex a better thing, a better product, or so even, or a vision, because the product cannot be perfect. It needs some time and efforts to improve, right? So we need a community. We definitely need you guys to help us to make it perfect, or to make it better. And I love to see, maybe we can uh, discuss, if you guys have any ideas. I'm quite open-minded, like some sort of creator like program, and that is basically for all the community members who wants to contribute and help us to grow. So we take care of the product mainly, and the community who matters, who could be our token holders or in any way, are also part of the team and part of this protocol, and they're the most important part as well. We love to see like how we can position this. I read the news that like Kaito stopped the InfoFi thing from, I think, from maybe yesterday, last night. I read the news like hours ago. So I think there must be a way to how to incentivize the creators who can help us to grow together. Well, I'd love to hear some thoughts. If the community have some ideas, feel free to share. If the guests here today have some ideas, feel free to share. I'd love to have a further discussion on top of that and see how we can do it in a better way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should reconnect everybody and jam on this and talk about long-term incentive alignments, creator programs. I mean, I think a good kind of test case of this has been with Everybody Needs Base, right? And On-Chain Media, we're starting that as well. So, Coco, maybe you can touch on that, like your experience, how you've seen this, like offer an opportunity for people to earn who are creating.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, very, very. I mean, I was already getting excited as Danny was talking about more long-term goals for Rolex and how they would love to work with creators. The team take care of the tech while the creators tell the story. As Rolex continues to grow, there will be more features shipped. There will be more adjustments to the platform, and then people need to understand this. People need to relate. People need to understand why. And so creators need to tell the stories. Creators need to share to their community, and then it just gives this compounding effect. So we've done this with Rolex through our storytelling bounty, but there's so much more that EMB can also do, because we also have like long-term activations and programs that we cater to projects, and we see how we can have like like leaderboard systems in place. We manage the creators from beginning to the ending, ensuring that okay, the content going out values align with Rolex and their brand values and all of that kind of stuff. So this is what we do at EMB. That's why you see on our bio, we are a marketing first community. So yeah, I think this is something that is very, very aligned with us, and I'm very, very open to pursuing a more long-term activation with Rolex with our creators. I mean, our creators are already excited about the product. You could see how they're actually like pushing and being bullish. So I mean, we wouldn't want to stop now, so we want to continue. So definitely something we could discuss further on.
Absolutely. And yeah, you guys have crushed it. I'm definitely looking at different videos to show here today so we can show some love to all the creators in the Everybody Needs Base community. And I also want to shout out Valerie here, V Dizzle. Like I said, we got a call and ideated on ways that we can, incentivize and help people in the on-chain media community do similar things as well, and give back to creators. I'm not sure if anybody else has any thoughts around this, Captain, Empress, Quigley.
I guess I'll
try. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, Valerie, you go first. Ladies first.
Thanks. No, yeah, I just wanted to chime in because I think going back to the storytelling, right? I think we need to look back as far as like us who are content creators, we're willing to get our faces on camera or boots on the ground, talking to people off the street. I think it's important to share why we came into this space, right? I think hearing about what Rolex is doing, it's community first and it's driven by the Roll token. That's a system that is disrupting the old systems that didn't work. I know one of the reasons why I came into this space was because people want to gather together, brainstorm, and support each other and build the product or their services up together. Whereas old systems, right, you just have CEO and you have angel investors and, it's them making the decisions, and they may have people who are rallying against the product or service and they're excited, but, people at the top are not necessarily getting the input or feedback, even in real time. I mean, I think that is such, a really interesting thing that happens here is also getting people real-time feedback and being able to be vocal. I think that's like really, really important as someone who builds and creates, or as CEO like Danny, to hear real-time insight from the community in the direction that we need to go to. And so I think as creators, just sharing our stories, why this technology drew us in, why we're attracted to products like Rolex, and why it's so cool to be driving these with community, and we're not just listening to just like the board members and whatever they say goes, right? We're building this together. So I think that's exciting, and I think that's why many of us are here, and we need to push that more. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
Absolutely. And it goes with the community owned aspect, right? Because it's also community education, community led education. Danny herself had mentioned, she was like, I actually learned some things from some of these videos. Like it kind of taught me how to reframe and tell the story better, because you're hearing from all these different perspectives, right? So totally see a huge potential here to do this again. All right, Captain, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, so I did join a little bit late, so I'm just kind of catching up with what Rolex does, and it seems like it's a perp deck similar to Hyperliquid, if I get that correct, yeah.
Do you want to
I'm gonna
take this
assume that's
one,
right.
Danny?
Oh yeah, it's well
Okay.
pretty much like Hyperliquid, but the difference is the trading system is pretty much close. But actually, everything for Rolex V2 we build on Base. So we do support like Base chain to be to enable users to deposit and withdraw directly on Base chain. We only do support Base chain, and also like for Hyperliquid, for example, they do have their own Hyper VM, right? But the thing they did to Arbitrum and other ecosystem impact bring to them is they kind of abstract the liquidity, or I would say like over 50% of the USDC from Arbitrum to their own Hyper EVM. Now users who've been using Hyperliquid, they have been depositing USDC from Arbitrum to their own chain to Hyper EVM. So I think this is a great thing if we can do it on Base. So that means we're bringing liquidity from other ecosystem, right, to Base, and users can directly deposit funds from Base chain, some native assets, or they can deposit from like, for example, like Arbitrum and or some other like super chains or whatsoever. So basically, that's part of thing we can bring to Base, and also based on Base its own gene, and we can support different kind of assets. Like we want to priority Base native assets for definitely.
So
We see that
that's my
different.
question.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get
Yes.
at. That's my question I wanted to ask actually. So
That's
being a Base
yeah.
native,
Mhm.
right now they're pushing a lot of creator coins, and I know like I've looked into perp dexes and perp opportunities on Base for a long time, and we definitely need that. Obviously, we've seen how popular it is on Binance and Hyperliquid. But one thing we always ran into is like our project wasn't high enough market cap or enough volume necessarily to be listed on a perp dex, because you need people putting up enough money to do the longs and the shorts with leverage. So what kind of things do you have in place, or do you have plans for example, creator coins? That's been a huge push, and creator coins I think need a lot more utility. I don't think a lot of creators know exactly what to do with their tokens. Is there any kind of plans in the works for maybe smaller cap meme coins to get involved, or creator coins?
Great question.
Yes, yeah, that's a very great question. So basically, for the current version, like some of the perfect decks building on base, the current model is like the highly delay on the Oracle price feeding. So if we can find a fixed or reliable price feeding tool, that means it needs some indexing, price from different venues, like for example, like on-chain dexes or even centralized exchanges to make sure the price is fair and update it in time. But for our V2, it's going to be different because, we can support perp trading. We can also support spot trading. That means we are not rely on any external price feeding sources that we can list the token if our community or the token holder or the base community wants us to do so, and we can list it anytime without any external resources on the price feeding. So the price just happened discovery just happened on our trading venue, on our V2. So this is something really exciting. And once we launch the spot market on our V2, we'll also be able to serve the users from US and some countries that we are not able to serve right now. So I think this is gonna be something really cool. Maybe we can also talking about indexing this trading thing into Coinbase mini app or so, but definitely we'll be able to support. For now, it's really hard to hedge the very low FDV asset because it's super risky. Because even we put hundreds of bucks, we can kind of manipulate the price. So it's not fair to the counterparty who kind of put the position, right? This is kind of like a game for some insiders, right? You're going to dump the token, so you're sure the token on the perp dex and the counterparty definitely the current model. That means the LP definitely suffered from the trades. But as a platform, we have to make sure there is a balance between LP and the traders, right? Because the current model is like LP is playing a role as a counterparty. So we have to make sure we're protecting the users from the buy side or the trader side or the LP side. But with our V2, things could be different. We are not taking any position. We're just like a venue to prevent it, to provide this kind of trading tools. And traders who want to put a long position or short position, it's totally up to them. And also, only this kind of trading engine can bring professional traders. They can be the market maker. They can be supporting the liquidity. Because once the trading value, the system, the engine launched, we will be able to bring them in. But for now, the trading infrastructure is not ready. We cannot onboard them. Right on base. So once we launched on base with our V2, we're so confident because we talked to most of the market makers and the trading firms, and I think they're so interested into join our V2. And once we have all those people who will be able to provide liquidity, and definitely the model means that we can support some relatively low FDV assets. So creator coins and some content coins will be able to trade. We can probably open, even a section only for the creator coins, and we can have the token holders to vote for who shall get listed on on the platform. And yeah, we can definitely brainstorm something like that. But this is kind of the very direct value I see that we can bring to the creators on base. Have I answered your
Absolutely.
question, Captain?
That
I'm
was
not
very
sure.
thorough. That was extremely thorough. You guys, I have up right now some articles. If you guys want to go deeper into your learnings here, I know Empress has gone through and done her homework on Rolex, but we have a whole section here for articles. And I'm actually working, if you guys see Onchain Media here, I'm working to help them do more of the deeper research articles here to educate the community. I do want to open this up though, if anybody else has questions. And I know there was a question from GBM Auctions in the live stream chat asking, how does Rolex decide which markets to list? And is it a community voting process? So that'd be a question for you, Danny. Then
Yes.
we'll open it up to the speakers.
Yeah. Well, right now we're making the decisions because we don't have our token. People cannot really participate into the process of listing. But once we have our token launched, yes, because our token is going to be the utility token and governance token. So especially we have no VC, no insiders, right? And who can make the decision for this protocol will not be the team, will 100% be you know decided by the community. So the process will be like the community can definitely propose that we want to see this coin get listed on your marketplace, and then we can design the system and to to push for the listing next stage. If the community veto, we will not, or we shall consider about it later on. So this process we will definitely launch within, I think we're targeting to launch the DAO system within maybe 2 months. And so from there, the committee can truly take part into this process or decision-making process. They are the owner, they are the real stakeholder of this protocol.
Absolutely. And I
gonna say,
see people in the comments just so happy with this, community owned, and governance by the community. It's just, it sounds like it's very much built with the ethos of, Web3 and decentralization. So really love those intentional decisions. Really quick, I do want to pass it over back to Crypto Empress. Empress, if you have any questions or anything you want to add in, and also want to be respectful of everyone's time. I know we've been going a while here. So if anybody has any questions, thoughts, anything you want to add, maybe Empress, you can kick us off.
Yeah, absolutely. So another thing that I get super excited with every platform or like like you name it exchanges, are you guys gonna have like a referral kind of like incentive for investors or like I don't know, but for me, I get super excited about that, like the referrals ordeal. Like I love to make my own posts and invite people, and I do a lot of onboarding literally like whenever I go like to a bar or any place, I like to talk to people, and everybody always asks me like, hey Empress, how do I get started in crypto, like tell me. And I was like, if you're serious and you're not gonna waste my time, like I literally give them a referral link. I'm like, open your account, get all situated, and then talk to me. Because what I have learned is that I have spent so many hours talking to people, and they don't do anything, and I'm like, dude, you just wasted 2 hours of my, like, I could have been doing something else or just be with Teddy,
looking for
but
something else.
Shout out to
Right.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Love
so
Teddy.
I think like it's important to really focus on that, the drive of also incentivizing not only the content creators, but also the people that are onboarding. I feel like that's a full-time job already as it is. And I kind of want to know if you could elaborate a little bit on that, or if you are going to potentially have that. And also another recommendation, daily things like, I won't say what platform it was, but they do a calendar, and each day they have to check in, and you either win a prize or you win something. And literally, if you see it, I only missed one day out of the 30 days, and I was checking in. I was like, yeah, I might win up to 2,500. That was like the catch, I guess. But they were giving away a lot of like the coins that they're representing. So I don't know, maybe some ideas about that. But for me, it's all about like incentivizing also the community and also like the content creators.
Absolutely. And on that note, I mean, if you were tuned in, we have several campaigns today. And I want to thank Crypto Empress for running her own giveaway today. Or actually, it looks like she shared about 2 different ones today. So there's a lot of opportunities if you're tuned in to earn, to be incentivized. And if you're tapped in and you haven't shared the stream out yet, please take a moment to do so we can get more folks in here. And I want to show really quick what Empress has going. So Empress, do you want to share some of the guidelines for your giveaway here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a great believer of giving back to my community because, again, community is the force of our growth, right? So here and there, I do giveaways, but we are doing $100 worth of base to 25 for 4 winners. So
USDC
literally
on base, yeah.
And then you're also going to do one, but you just have to follow directions, like I put recycle, but retweet, and also make sure you're reading the directions. Quote tweet the original post and give it a little sass about why you're so excited about it. Get my attention. Literally, I make my community work for it. So
they're in the comments. They have been nonstop active, sharing their love for you too. So much love in your community, Empress, and it's one of the reasons I thought of you for this. I know how you operate, I know how you move, and you really care about people in the community. So really happy you joined in today.
I'm a great believer that we could all eat together in the same table and just kind of grow together and literally push together. I mean, I feel like crypto has given us a lot of opportunities to now learn. I mean, we have all the tools that we need, right? We have AI. I mean, there's no excuses to wanting to learn more and educating like one another. So I might not be strong in other areas, but that's where I have my community and friends to kind of, ask questions. So I want to be that, to people that if they feel too embarrassed to even ask, I'll be the person. Like I will embarrass myself for you guys.
Well, Empress, we love you. The community loves you. Really appreciate you being here today. And I do want to be respectful of everyone's time. I mean, you guys, like I said, you could be anywhere doing anything, and you chose to be here to support a new project coming onto base. And that's how we roll in this community, you guys. So, Danny, I'm not sure if there's another direction you want to go in. I just thought of something because there's been a lot of exciting announcements from the Rolex account. Maybe we could touch on some of those.
Uh,
Did you have something,
You want to
Coco?
go
well,
ahead?
I did see some. Yeah, I saw something on the demo video that Rolex shared for version 2. It showed like 100x. Does that mean that the new version is folks can only do 100x leverage compared to 500x leverage in the first version?
Well, we can do we can do 1000x for now. Not have to wait for V2 because for 500x 1000x for us is technically there is no big difference. The reason why we're now launching 1000x is because it gets liquidated very fast. Maybe just in a few seconds. The market condition is super volatile, so we see there is no different for users who've been using 500x and 1000x. If the community members, they want us to deliver 1000x, we can deliver within 24 hours. We can do support that, but we just want to make sure their funds are safe. They know the risk they're taking. So we only have 500x for now. That's the reason. Technically, we can do it. We can market it. We can advertise it, but we didn't really do so. That is the way because we don't want users to come to us and say, "Hey, my position got liquidated for just 3 seconds," right? So this is a thing. But for our V2, the leverage is not the core value. It's more about the system. It's gonna be super fast. You don't have to pay gas fee for that because the system is designed, differently compared to the current version. And also the whole experience is just like using centralized exchange. You feel like everything is moving so fast, you cannot really feel it. So that means the professional traders, they can be using this product. They can plug in the API, they can trade. They don't have to, to just focus on centralized exchange because the experience is pretty much the same. Yeah, so that is something I want to highlight. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the question, Coco.
Yeah.
And I want to open up just to all of our other speakers here. If any of you have any other questions or even in the community. And by the way, thank you everyone for rallying. We almost like doubled in viewership there. So thank you everyone who's rallying. And Empress and I will go through later this evening and select some winners from our giveaways. So
I actually do
Quick
want to
one.
ask. Oh, sorry.
Sorry if I'm taking too much questions. Just lastly, I think this is the last thing I'll say. On the side of the token, the role token, um, some activities that it'd be nice for Rolex to maybe like integrate. When it comes to like tokens, it needs to be distributed. Yeah. So like I mean, there's clearly a lot of solid plans.
oh, I can't hear him anymore. Is it just me?
I think he's losing reception.
Same.
Oh
Plans for the
no,
token and how it's going to
Elon
really
got
like
in.
drive.
Rugged.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
You're rugging for a minute.
Yes.
Coco.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So I was saying, like, as we know, like, we're going into the era of, people encouraging more people to trade, more solid trades, trading on more valuable assets. And I can confidently say that role is going to be the most valuable asset on base, depending on, not depending on, I believe it's going to be the most valuable asset on base as we are pushing and doing this together. So I think one really interesting activity for Rolex to, adapt is, maybe like a trading event, sort of like a competition. It could just happen once a week, whereby the community comes together and trade the token on the Rolex platform. And the way it's going to work is that you put up a little price pool, just something little, and then like people
You're
get
starting to
to
cut out
trade
again,
maybe
Coco.
$5 of the token. Winners are selected to $10 of the token. Can you see hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Can you
picking
hear
And
up
me?
what you're putting down, and
Uh,
that is a great
yeah,
idea. Totally.
I want to
okay.
answer your question. I think
So
I kind of know what you're talking about. Yes, we're going to do so. I can also combine, some part of the answers to crypto empress. Sorry, I have just like 2 hours sleep, so sometimes I cannot really focus. This is
You're a
kind of like
CEO and founder during your
crazy day,
TGE
crazy
week.
week for me. Yes.
That's a
So
good sign, you guys. She's locked in.
So I think we do have referral even for our current version, and we want to support people who help us to spread the news and to do the distribution, to also be able to take a share from what they contribute to us. So the current version is the referral fee is like 18. I think we do share about 18% of the trading fees to people who kind of do the referral. And I think the funny thing is, I want to share with you, I think our top one trader, one of the top traders who contribute like over maybe 300 millions of dollars, 500 millions of dollars as one of the early supporters, I think he kind of referred by someone he has no idea of. There is a time he asked in the community, like, I don't know, I joined the link, I joined the platform through somebody's, referral link. I don't know who kind of referred me, but I kind of contribute a lot of trading volume. Who kind of earned the referral fee from my trade? This is really funny because we don't know. Like he just randomly pick a link and join the platform, and his account just connected with the people who referred him to join the platform, and he contributes a lot of tradings, and the referees. Just they kind of like earn a lot of sharings from the trading fees. So this is kind of thing I just want to share with you guys. We do have that system. We want to, improve the system, and also just not just for our V1, but also definitely for our V2. To answer Coco's question, yes, we're going to do it. Because after we have the token launch, we're gonna launch the very first season of the trading competition, or you can say like we're gonna run it for kind of a long term, but we can definitely set some small version of trading competition or any thought of event to boost the trading activities on our platform. Yes, we're super open for that, and also the season one is definitely going to be have a high ratio after we launch the token. So no matter we stop the final like we kind of stopped the point system this Monday, and I think we're going to launch our new system will be calculated from, well, actually started to calculate from Monday. So it will be shown up from February 1st, because we want to have more time to organize everything, given that we're so busy on the TGE stuff. Yeah, we're definitely going to launch. So if any trades happened on the platform for now, they're part of the incentive program for belong to the season one. We're going to share more detail after TGE, definitely. Yeah, let me know if you have any ideas. We definitely want to reward the traders and the creators who help us to build up the brand, the traders who help this protocol survive, because that is the core value we're bringing to this ecosystem.
Let's roll. I'm loving the excitement in the comments. We have so many more people that have tuned in now, and just seeing the excitement in the community. It's getting me excited, you guys. So I know we've been going here for like an hour and 40 minutes, so I do want to be respectful of everybody's time. I see Empress got her hand up. What's going on?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask one question that Boy Space actually asked, and that's pretty kind of like a good question. And again, I love like just kind of going through the questions and also ask. But he did ask, I would love to know how you plan to stay motivated. Sorry, it keeps going down.
As good problems. We have a lot of people
I
active in
know,
the chat right now.
motivated with after achieving your milestone and how you plan to motivate some of the team members on the long run.
You mean for the team member? Sorry, can you repeat it?
Yeah, so it says that I'd love to know how you plan to stay motivated with after achieving milestones and how you plan to motivate. Yes, I believe like the team to keep creating and keeping like new ideas popping up.
Sure. Well, if for the team, the Rolex team for now, actually, we don't we have a vesting, we have a cleave for our token, for about a year. So all the allocations for the token for the team will be unlocked from a year later. So we are here for the long-term game, and but we do have a Genesis community event, and you can see that from the screenshot. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing the screen. That we are allocating most of the percentage of tokens to the community, and the early supporters will take a significant share. And moving forward, we're also going to leverage to use the tokens to incentivize the real community members, the traders who help us to shape the product and our community. So I think what Coca-Colas and ENBs and ratios we're working with so far, they contribute to help us to, sharing the news, to educating the community, and to do the storytelling thing. They also belong to this portion. And for the traders who contribute trades on the platform, yes, we're going to emission some part of the tokens on the monthly basis. And yes, they will be able to claim a share. How's the calculation works? We will be clearly publish it on the platform, on the website, and to make sure everybody knows it. Um, the coolest thing is we see a lot of different platforms that get listed, and after a year, maybe 6 months, that is a normal play. And investors, the investors, right? They kind of have the key decision-making rights. They started to claim the token, and you see the price of the token will be going down moving forward, and keeps going down basically because there is a lot of dumping pressure, right? They got the token. There is no reason for them to hold the token for the long term. As an investor, well, I cannot say this on behalf of the investor, but yes, they have a portfolio to manage, so they cannot definitely hold in the position, and sometimes they cannot 100%, take care of the portfolios as well. But for us, it's different. I think everybody who's been here joining this call to be supporting us for the token launch, we see you guys as the family members. We see you guys as the community members. If you don't mind, I would love to say so and say thank you. And also the audience who has been joining this call with us today, we cannot have them to show up and say something directly, but my channels are always open. DM me or comment below on the Rolex official account or my personal account. I'm happy to hear your thoughts. And if you have any ideas that we can shift our product better, we can build our community better, you are part of the family. You're part of this quote unquote company, listed company, right? We're going to get listed. So it's kind of like listed company. You're part of it. Once you get
Wow.
a share of, you hold it, you can be the shareholder of the company, right? If you own just like one role, you're a part of this journey with us. We love to hear any ideas or thoughts or program that we can help to make this into reality. We just want everybody who loves the concept, the vision, what the team has been building, yeah, to be with us. Yeah, we are super open-minded.
Well, look at that. You're listening, you're asking for feedback and listening to your community. I think you are absolutely moving the right way. And everything regarding tokenomics, schedule, everything is here in this article introducing Roll. So you guys can check this out. It's a great resource if you have any specific questions. By the way, again, shout out to everybody in the live stream chat. There's so many people who have pulled up. This is kind of crazy. It's definitely multiplied quite a bit. So thank you everyone for coming in. I want to be respectful of everyone's time here today. We've been going almost 2 hours. So Captain, Coco, Valerie, Empress, do you guys have any other questions or any other final thoughts before we wrap up here?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, I feel the momentum. I see the community in the chat. And so I just kind of want to know, yeah, where can we go get the roll token? And when people are ready to, vote and have an impact, on the platform, where do people go?
That's a great question. Now might be a good time for me to segue. I have a bunch of tabs open for this to show you guys the listing announcements. If you want to share that, Danny.
Yes, we're going to get listed on, I think, on centralized exchange 12 p.m. UTC. That is about like 10 hours later. Yes, we're featured by Binance and a few exchanges. And also we have a strong ambition to, to kind of deliver not just the product, but also to maintain or to make a successful launch of the asset back in this protocol. We're not perfect, or we cannot prove that we're the best one for now. We also have some, due to the early stage of the product, we still have some problems, as well. We're trying to we know that we're dealing with everything here as an early stage company, quote unquote company, and but we have the attitude that we promise we want to improve, we want to grow together with the community, and yeah. And for the token launch, the DAO system, the governance system will be out within 2 months, and I think from there the community can truly make a decision and push this protocol forward. But as a token holder, no matter you want to hold the token, you want to sell the token, you want to trade the token, and you will be able to make the trades within Coinbase app as well. So we're gonna share a guidance later on, see how you can make the trade through Coinbase wallet. That is also part of thing I want to highlight here. So yeah, and also we do um, support Binance Wallet, Binance Alpha, and we also made a hard decision, like we have to deploy DAX pool. Where shall we deploy the DAX pool to be able to support the users not just from Binance because they have Pancake Swap, right? But we decided to move to Uniswap because we want to serve the users or traders from both sides. Although it's going to be something technically challenging for us, because most of the alpha pools they're setting on Pancake, they're kind of like Binance highly relevant, type of way to be dealing with this. But we decided to choose Uniswap because we also put strong emphasis, or you within Coinbase base ecosystem community matters a lot. So we are so insist on that. And after all, because we had a conversation with Binance team talking about this, and they told us we never done this before. And it could be we have some difficulties of the integration, but we insisted to deploy the pool on Uniswap's V4. So they said, oh, we never done that before, but we say we definitely want to serve the users from base. So we don't, there is no like I cannot settle down Pancake Swap 100%. We have to do this. We insist on this. Yeah, that is our goal and our principles. Yes, we value a lot about base community. We cannot just settle down with like a centralized exchange offer and say what they feel happy about. We want to make our community happy, but not the exchange happy.
I love it. And when you said DAO structure, Valerie knows I've been talking about DAOs. I absolutely love DAOs. They're very close to my heart since like 2021. That was the first thing that really got me into the space. So I just love the philosophy, right, of collective decision making, working with your community. So just over the moon. And everyone in the comments also is just super excited about this. And what did we hit? I think we're up to several thousand live viewers now. So thank you everyone for rallying. And we do have one collaboration request in the comments from another incredible project, GBM Auctions, you guys. And GBM is one of my longtime clients, friends, a part of the Onchain media community, and would love to set up some sort of collaboration here. They're OG. So, okay, for all the speakers here today, thank you for sticking with us. Captain, thank you for jumping in spontaneously. We got Empress in for the party. Coco's been crushing it. Valerie, I absolutely love all your insights around community and humanizing our space. If there's anything else that we didn't cover today, or if anyone has questions, feel free to ask.
I just want to say,
just
I
we
think
have
Coco
interference.
might have a delay there.
So sorry. I'll let Coco go over.
Ladies first, please.
Ladies first, Empress.
Oh my God, I feel so sorry. I just kind of wanted to give kudos to you, Danny, because it is very, very important that you really listen. Like, there's a lot of projects that they do things, and this is like, oh no, I know it all, or like, this is going to work. But the fact that you're very flexible and you're open-minded to criticism, like, or what could be better, or hey, a potential like ideas from other people, you actually consider it. So I love to see more projects and devs and like big companies just kind of be a little bit more about like the users, instead of like ranking them by, oh, because this person is a influencer, they have priority or something like that. Like, I always think that if you really want to grow, you really need to get to the core of the foundation, which is the people, and the educational aspect. I can't tell people how important that is in communication. So communication is key, and this is why I love the articles that you guys have. Like, literally, you guys have it all structured really nicely, so it's like you could go through that. It's like, okay, let me see what I want to read. But the fact that you have new technology now, that if you don't understand something, you could just summarize it to your level of knowledge and literally get an educational session about it, so definitely get out there, learn. And I say this to my community because everybody wants financial freedom, and I'm here for that too. So knowledge is power, and if we could onboard more people, it's a win-win. I mean, everybody, like for the whole industry. So I just wanted to give you your flowers, Danny.
Let's
Thank
go,
you so
Danny.
much.
Win-win.
Love it. Thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, so we got Coco next. We got so many people in the comments. Why don't we kick it over to Coco, and we'll just go around to all of our speakers and close out here.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have anything much to say. I'm just like excited about like where Rolex is at, and where they're potentially getting to. And basically like, here for the ride, ready to rock and roll. And quick one, if as we're rounding up, if you want to look through some of the videos, I mean, that could also work too. And
Let's
yeah,
do that.
that's just it.
Why don't we end off on a fun note, watching some videos? I'm totally down for that. I just want to make sure if anyone has any unanswered questions or wants to be pointed in the right direction, Valerie, Cap, if you guys got anything.
Yeah, I just want to say one last thing, I guess, before we close. I did notice in the chat, Tolgazek was asking some really good questions, especially regarding the DAO. I know we're ending it now, so we can talk about these later, but I also wanted to invite you, Danny, if you ever want to come on a space with us. I've been hosting live streams as well, going to be picking it up a lot, and I have a lot of questions, especially when it comes to DAOs. I might ask some tougher technical questions, but it sounds like you can handle them. It sounds like the audience still has a lot more questions that they have as well, especially as you get closer to the DAO rollout. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And thank you very much for having me, Rachel. This is awesome what you've been doing with Onchain Media. Such an awesome group of people you got together. And Rolex, it looks like you're launching some huge stuff here. And I do notice when you say Binance, I get a feeling you might be in the East. I'm currently in China right now, and I'm going to Thailand next week for a big event. I'll be out here for at least a couple months. So if you're out in this region, we'd love to meet up with you in person as well.
I've been
Thank you
talking
so
to Danny
much,
about
Captain.
this frequently
Yeah.
about going out there.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Yeah, I would definitely love to join the call, the live stream, or the space with your community. And though you're going to shoot me some technical questions or challenges, I'm happy to try my best to answer.
Yeah. I also wanted to say that I really love the way Danny she takes her time to really break down the answers to these questions,
Yes.
and yeah, she's just killing it with that. And just to add more, I've really been excited with the recent collaborations with Onchain Media. Shout out to Onchain Media, being run by Rachel, and I'm definitely more excited to work together, make more projects.
He was cooking too hard.
Happy on this. We come up, come out, in the trenches and give them, showcase the value that we need to showcase to this project and actually make them successful and yeah, be successful together. So just saying that I'm more open to more collabs, more open to working with more projects and just delivering because I just love to deliver. Yeah.
Well, you have delivered whatever is above delivering. That's what you did. You shot a rocket to space with your community. You were just so on the ball, Coco, and yeah, it's inspiring me honestly. And I would love to chat with you further. Maybe after this, we can chat about how we can all more collaborate and support each other. I do want to show really quick, actually, Valerie, if you want to take us home here before we show some of the videos. Wow, we do have an event next week, by the way. I don't want to focus on this too much, but Valerie will be coming out next week. We're organizing community in person. Empress is coming out as well. We're bringing our dogs, you guys. We're trying to get some Stand with Crypto doggy shirts for our dogs for the event. So it's going to be a great time. And yeah, Valerie, if you have any final thoughts around anything, Rolex, community, feel free to share.
Yeah, no, this was great. I mean, the type of people that this actually my first time on an on-chain media live stream, so super excited to have been here. And on-chain media and Rachel, the type of people that she's able to attract are the people that I want to connect more with. People who are real, authentic, genuine, and real builders. People who are here about it for the long term. And so it was really, really nice to hear Danny, the CEO of Rolex, talk about her perspective and how she's, focusing on the community and the tech together. And that's what we need more of. And so I heard there's some employees, part of the team in San Diego. So if anybody from Rolex wants to come and speak IRL with my community and tap in there, I would love it to do a Rolex event out here in San Diego in person. We got, we got stage, we got microphones, we got the whole works at Edge Wallet. Shout out to Edge Wallet. We got an awesome venue. We've got an awesome venue and we got an amazing community as well. So yeah, just want to give you your flowers as well, Danny. I appreciate the transparency. You saying, not everything's perfect and we can always improve. And that's what we need to hear more of, and how, teams need to be more real, because tech breaks. Not everything works off the break, and we just got to give each other grace, but that we're here to actually be here, improve, and it's not just the hype, but that this technology is useful and that there's people that need to use it and need to know about it, and bring in the creators to spread the education about it in an awesome, entertaining way. So just want to say that. Shout out to you, Danny, and shout out to you, Rachel, and Onchain Media, and everybody here for bringing your authentic selves. I appreciate it.
Wow. Valerie, I knew.
Wow, 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 wow.
I'm so grateful. Anytime I'm working on anything, I always hit Valerie up to include her, because I just love your energy, Valerie, and the way you show up really resonates with me. And also, I got to shout out, you're such a true friend. Like, you guys, she is out there. She didn't share her onboarding story, how she got onboarded by Gary Vee, sending her an NFT. She was out there, actually connected with Gary Vee last weekend on a Twitter Spaces, and he followed me. He said, Rachel, I'm going to send you an NFT. And Valerie goes out and follows up with him and talks to him about it. Like, that is a true friend. So I just want to thank you for always showing up for me, Val, over the years, many, many times.
Anytime. And I'm, all your friends that are here, that I'm excited to meet you, Crypto Empress, for the first time in person. So I extend that support to all of you here. Any friends of Rachel are friends of mine.
Well, much
I love that. I love that. We're so gonna get along when we see each other next week. I think it's just you have to surround yourself with kind of same-minded people, like just because that's what motivates you. Like I could be in a anywhere with the right people, and then the ideas just start popping up like, oh my god, we could do this, we could do that, and that's where the magic happens, you know. And I feel like a lot of us, we get lost sometimes, but sometimes you need those people to bring you right back up, like, hey, focus, we need to, what's the goal, let's go. So I love that this is the team, this is who is representing, and I love it. So I can't wait to meet you, Valerie.
Absolutely. We are going to have a blast in Laguna Beach next Friday, you guys. I absolutely cannot wait. If you are watching in the audience and you're in Southern California, I just want to share, you are all welcome to come out. There are going to be there are projects and people I haven't included on the poster yet, but just stay tuned because we're talking to some really high caliber individuals, projects, movers and shakers in our industry that will be there. And we will have a house in Laguna Beach, you guys, overlooking the water. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Right around sunset time, we're doing talks, and I just can't wait. And I haven't hosted an event in a while, but organizing community in person is really important. And we also got ETH Denver, representative from ETH Denver coming out as well. So anyway, I'm very excited about it, and looking forward to seeing you ladies there.
Rachel, you always crush it with events. I wish I was just here though.
Thank you. That means a lot, Coco. It's honestly not the same, right? When you go in person and meet people, shake their hands, get to know them, it creates this these magical moments. And you don't always get that behind us. This might be the exception actually, because this has been incredible. But you just get to know people on a deeper level. So I think that's important to keep the human side of this space intact and connection. You know.
I'm jealous of Captain, man. He's traveling the world in Asia.
Yeah, what's up, Captain?
I'm like, I wish I was in Asia too.
Well, I'm in mainland China, so there's some getting used to, but it's awesome. It's great. I stand out very much out here, but I've gotten used to it by now, and it's a lot of fun. I'm meeting lots of really cool people as well, so which is why I'm traveling around while we're out here, going to all the different countries and cities nearby. So again, we'd love to meet up with Danny.
That's
and I
awesome.
also should say that the Rolex community, there are a lot of folks in the APAC regions in China. There's been a lot of base native folks in the community who activate a lot out there, who have been connected with Rolex. So definitely thriving community and ecosystem out there.
Can I say something here?
Yeah, go for it. I think no.
Well, okay, I'm gonna mute. I'm going to mute. You're the boss.
No,
you want me to mute?
No.
Well, I want to say that maybe a month or 2 months ago, and people are talking about even for now, some Chinese character meme coins. They really do heat the market, right? And even on base, they're talking about base 人生, that life of base, because we have the Chinese version of Binance Life. So, the life of Binance or Binance Life kind of meme coin, right, in Chinese characters. So I kind of also have an idea here, we can we would love to, because I see some Chinese Asian builders on base, but they're still the minority, right? So if we want to be playing a role as a bridge to connect the Eastern builders or community and the Western builder and community all together, and we would love to be the bridge. We even love to be, invite all you guys who want to take part into this. We can build an alliance or anything to help better communication between the Asian or the Chinese speaking users, because they are huge, right? The Chinese speaking region of community, they are huge. And all those, I would be saying a lot of centralized exchanges, the super active users, they're also coming from Asia, right?
Absolutely
I think
right.
the Asian community also, well, Coco, your community definitely values a lot too. And I think we'd love to be the bridge. We love to bring all this community to base. And also we would love to have base to have a better communication with the Asian community as well, because we can communicate, right? We can be the bridge. We're also we're connecting with the Asian community. We're also connected with the base community. Most of them, they're coming from the Western world, and we love to do so. If you guys want to build any kind of an alliance to be the bridge, and we love to initiate something here. And also for the meme coin type of thing, because this is kind of culture on base. We love to invent something like Chinese characters thing, echoing some base culture. And, that is also the way to educate the community, right? To have people know about us or to value about this kind of communication or connection. I see that there is kind of different or interesting dynamic between the base community or the Western community and the Asian community, because sometimes I feel there is a competition in between, but sometimes I say them are saying hi to each other, right? They're listing some tokens from different ecosystems. So, well, it's kind of interesting dynamic, but we definitely can, well, to try to do something here to be the bridge. And Captain, you are in Asia for some reason, and I think we can kind of initiate something together if you're willing to do so.
Absolutely. I'm already
Let's
in the DMs
go.
for Roll-Fi. I can't DM you directly, but make sure you get back to me. Absolutely want to talk to you right away.
We should chat after this over 2 hour live stream here, because I feel like this, we have the Rolex V2 crew, right? I feel like this right here is a really solid group that we've brought together today, and I want to see everybody get involved in any capacity you guys would like for us to all support, and get involved here. And I was telling Danny I would love to go out to China to do an event, and the community is just incredible out there, seriously.
Yeah, and for me, I'm looking forward to the Chinese character, so I will learn how to use it very well.
Coco's like so on point too. Like
Coco
he's
knows
like
so
pulling out
much
all the
about
gifs,
Chinese, I
like,
think.
Yeah.
Well, Coco, actually, we do have a group chat, and Coco kind of like keeps sending some meme, of Chinese version of meme. They are the super, super popular one for Chinese community. I was asking her, Coco, where did you get this? I want to steal your stickers, it's really funny because I don't have it, and they're also the most trending one. Coco, can you speak Chinese, or you're hiding you can speak Chinese?
No, I cannot speak Chinese. No.
I got the Duolingo Mandarin.
But
That's
do
about
it.
it.
But
You guys don't
you
want to hear
do
that?
it correctly. You share the right sticker.
He
Always
just likes
like
the
super
symbol.
accurate. Yeah.
He's like the guy that gets that tattoo and doesn't know what it means because he likes the way it looks,
Oh
Do you
my
have the
God.
Chinese? Do you have a Chinese character tattoo?
No,
Not yet.
not at all.
I just want a translator, like speak everything in English and then literally translating it to whoever I'm talking to, and then somehow get an earpiece where when they're talking back, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand what they're saying. Because have you ever been traveling somewhere and you're like trying to be polite and just speak the language and they come back at you? I'm like, what did they say? Like,
What did I just say?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love to see, like, something I love about this space. It's like this global borderless ecosystem, right? It's like we can all connect with each other here virtually from around the world and build together globally. Like we're ideating on, events around the world. And I absolutely love that. So I'm feeling really excited, and I see the community. I really rallying on this stream. Thank you. Like so many more people have pulled up today. So
Yeah,
thank you
we're
everyone for
almost
taking the
hitting
time.
5K. Almost at
Yeah, we are. I
5K.
think
Like,
Let's push for 5K.
5K. If everyone can retweet, we are doing a giveaway. We will be looking at who is engaged, who has reposted, who's done the steps on the giveaway. You guys can go to Empress's page to see those guidelines. But yeah, we're paying attention. I'm seeing the comments, and we'll take a look tonight and pick some winners. So.
Oh, they know I'm paying attention.
Yeah. Empress is in the chat there too. She's in the
Empress
comments.
is
I'm
really
literally
funny.
watching. I'm watching everybody who's engaging. I'm like, all right, I see all of them. Okay, I'm gonna go to X, see who's there. But it's literally genuinely. It's not only about the giveaway. Like if we're kind of talking about something and we're literally putting our time here, it's like, hey, there has to be something. I mean, all of us everybody always says, oh, Empress, you're lucky. I'm like, no, I'm not lucky. Is the fact that I actually put the time to wanting to learn something different, and you don't get lucky in life in general. Like you got to work for it. I'm sorry, there's no shortcuts. So if you really want to do something and be amazing, like you got to put the work in. I'm sorry. I don't know
That
anybody
part.
that knows like magic, but trust me, there ain't no magic over here. Everything's been like long hours, tears, pain. I mean, all of us exhausted because we just give it our all year. So, right? Am I right or
I
am
know
wrong?
you
I mean,
do.
I think all of us. No, all of us. It's
That's
like,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, you're rocking it. You're rocking it, Empress.
Coco, I need your handle for X. We need to follow this guy too.
Follow at Coco Codes. KOKO Codes.
KOKO.
And yeah,
Let me
something
let
I
me
want to
type.
do. Yeah, I love the comments. No shortcuts. I saw a video from Gary V as well. Gary V was like, "I'm not here to tell you like some secret of success. If you really want to be successful, you have to lock in. You have to put in the work. The secret to success is putting in the work. And I would say also working smarter, not harder. But anyway, that's another philosophical tangent for another day, you guys. So okay, we got some videos to go through
I
here.
just added.
What's I don't know who just spoke.
So I just added my Andrew Empress. You can check the comments. That's my Andrew right there.
Let's go.
Oh,
we got our
retweeted
Rolex
you
crew.
on my page. I found you.
Oh.
He is a legend on base, Empress, doing a lot of incredible things. So yeah, to wrap up here, I do want to show some love for Coco's community, for everyone that's created videos. Why don't we close out this stream and just play some of the videos? And for those of you out here tuning in, now is the last final stretch where you can retweet, engage, and be qualified for the giveaway. I also would love to welcome everybody to join the Discord for Rolex as well. So I don't know if somebody can grab that link while I'm like manning the controls here, but Coco's got that link. Coco's got
Yeah.
the links.
Let me search for it. Yeah, just give me a minute.
So I'm gonna, yeah. While I'm pulling up these videos, if anybody has any
And
other
also,
thoughts,
if you guys go to the main page on the website, it's also on the main page. So make sure you don't press just random links. Make sure you go to the website, take your
Yes.
time,
Very
and
important.
literally make sure that you're in the right direction.
Yep. So we got the website here, rollx.trade. You guys can visit. And yeah, Coco will, if you can drop the Discord link in the chat for everybody so we can get some folks joining the V2 crew. We're calling it the Rolex V2 crew. So a lot of you here today are definitely a part of that. So, all right, we had a lot of announcements, a lot of things going out. So just got to scroll down to Everybody Needs Base videos.
Yeah, I dropped the links in the comments, the studio comments. You can see the links to the videos.
Okay. Sorry, I just did it the more difficult way, but we've arrived. We got the videos. This one is so good, you guys. So shout out to Eekson for putting together this video. Very, very creative work here.
What's going on here? Rolex is a committed perpetual DEX fund that helps to unify assets and create hyperliquidity that actually. True. What's going on here? Calm down. Hyper, what's even unifying assets? Let me explain Rolex to you like a 6-year-old. Imagine a playground where kids want to trade toys. Some have cars, some have balls, but everyone is standing far apart. So trading toys is frustrating and slow. Even though there are many toys, but they're not in one place. So some kids wait and some kids give up. Rolex brings everyone into one big circle. Trading is easy, no waiting, no stress. On base, Rolex does the same thing for crypto. It helps people trade easily by making sure enough money is moving. That's what Rolex is creating. A place where things just work. Link in the description to start using Rolex.
Yeah, super, super creative work there. Again, want to shout out the creator Eekson for that. Let me show that some love here. Let me do a repost. All right. And the next one is from Ajuma.
This isn't Rolex. Understand Rolex. You first have to understand the problem that nobody ever fully explained, which is scattered liquidity. Liquidity is scattered across many platforms in different pools, and most only get used due to the incentive that only lasts for short terms, and this causes three major problems for everyday users. Prices are usually too volatile when you trade. Whales get better education than small users. The platform looks active, but aren't used long term because most protocols are chasing the volume, while Rolex is actually chasing sustained liquidity. Rolex is building a shared liquidity engine for the Base ecosystem. So instead of splitting assets into separate pools that only serve one purpose, Rolex unifies assets into one liquidity platform that actively supports trading, hedging, new strategies, and builders looking to actively build financial products. The own liquidity layer on Base, it makes use of virtual trading, which is one of the ways that liquidity is used with the goal of having a durable system that supports traders, liquidity providers, and builders long term. Rolex is community owned, which aligns the platform growth with its users. Rather than extracting value, the system is designed to distribute value among those who actively participate. This creates incentive for long-term contribution. Most systems today take money from users and give profit to only a few insiders. Rolex want the market itself to be owned by the people inside of it. So when the market grows, users win and not just the platform. Rolex is trying to stop crypto markets from being weak and fragmented by putting money together so everyone can use it. Because in the end, the future of crypto isn't just about more platform. It's about better liquidity owned by the people who use it.
That was such a good one. And I love how it ended on the
it's so
vibe,
funny.
talking about people too.
Funny and to the point. Really, really informational.
And very creative. I love that.
I know. I haven't really seen like a lot of like content creators like taking different like out of the box approaches like these. Like the fact that she thought of that was really cool. Shout out to Azuma.
Creators are creatives for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely like I view this as very, very artistic, very creative. This one I like from Manny, and then also want to show AI role as well. But this one I thought was really well done and really, really polished.
And honestly, I've been sitting with this thought for a few days now. And honestly, it's something that frustrates me. I spend a ridiculous amount of time on Base. I'm watching the charts, and here's what I keep seeing. We launch these tokens, and the energy is amazing. Everyone is hyped. But then a few days later, it feels like the air just leaves the room. I realized I was holding bags of projects I loved, but I was watching them bleed out because there was no depth. There was no real market there, just a shallow pool of money. It felt like unless price was going up, the asset was basically dying. And that's when it clicked for me. The problem isn't the builders. The problem isn't the ideas. You can't have a real token if a $5,000 sell candles the chart to zero. Assets, they only matter if they can become real markets. That is why I'm so focused on Rolex right now. It takes spot assets and perps, and it forces them to work together. It means if I believe in an asset, I can actually trade it. I can provide liquidity for it. I can hedge it if the market gets scary. I don't have to leave the ecosystem just to keep my portfolio safe. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of the pump and dump cycle. I want to build something that lasts. I want markets that work. That's what Rolex is doing.
Oh,
Absolutely
I love
incredible.
that one.
Shout out to Manny for that one. So well done. I feel like that really hit. That really just struck a chord for me watching that.
I mean,
It's funny. I'm like trying to like from your screen, Rachel. I'm like trying to add him, and I'm like, oh my god, it's your screen. I'm not on X.
Yeah, he's at Manny_Onchain. If you guys want to give him a follow and support, his creative work. And Valerie, you were gonna say something?
I was just going to say, I mean, that's storytelling right there. He presented the problem that he has that resonates with a lot of other people, right? Where it's like you join these platforms, there's a lot of hype and excitement around it, and then the air just seems to leave the room. And so he captures you right there and then shows the solution, Rolex. So yeah, hats off to anyone who's out there doing content. And we've seen people who, you don't even need to have your camera on face. This one does not show his face. So I love that. I love it.
Yeah, really well done. And it's inspired me and made me think also, like, this is another way you can create and convey information. I really love that. If anybody else has any other thoughts, feel free to share. But I think this might be the last one, unless there's others, Coco, you want to show here. But yeah, let's show AI role next.
New community. Base is exploding. Thousands of new tokens launch every week. New communities, new ideas, new assets everywhere. But here's the problem. Most of them die within days. Not because they are bad ideas, but because there's no real market for them. Let me show you what I mean. Meet Marcus. He just launched a community token on Base. People are excited and trading starts. But when someone tries to buy just $2,000 gold, the price jumps 40% instantly. And when someone tries to sell $5,000 worth of his token, the price crashes to 60%. That's not a market, that's a casino. The problem is that that's how most trading on Base works right now. It's all automated through like vending machine. There's no real liquidity, real buyers or sellers meeting each other. So when the volume hits, price go crazy, professional traders won't touch it, and market makers won't quote it. And just like that, the token dies. So this is why Base needs real market infrastructure. Not just small tokens, but real markets where assets can actually trade without breaking. Now that's exactly what Rolex is building for Base. Rolex is creating a professional trading engine where spot trading and future trading work together in one place. Real order book, real liquidity, and real price discovery. Now back to Marcus. On Rolex, when it's token lists, there are real buyers at different price levels. When someone buys $2,000 worth of his token, the price moves smoothly and not violently. Market makers can hedge their position, traders can use leverage, liquidity providers earn real yield, and everything works like a professional market should. And here's what makes Rolex different: it's being built specifically for base assets by the base community. 100% community owned and no venture capital controlling it. With deep liquidity, tight spreads, and the ability to trade both spots and futures using your base assets as collateral. Rolex is building the market infrastructure base needs to grow.
I feel like that is a great one to take us home here tonight. Really, really love that one.
Man, so many great quality videos.
Right?
Man, I'm very impressed. Coco, is this you're doing, or are this community just organically all come together here?
You heard Coco?
Absolutely.
So he's
Okay,
asking,
I'll just
was this
listen.
your, like, did you
Can
have
you hear
a,
me?
yeah.
Yeah. Did you get this community together, or yeah? How do other projects get up videos like this? I mean, they're very high quality.
I think it's the creator campaigns, right? It's incentivizing the community,
Yeah, I
giving
mean,
clear things that we're looking
yeah,
for.
exactly. So like we've been hosting a bounty. Yeah, so we've been doing. Can you guys hear me? Can you all
Yep.
hear me?
Yeah, I
Yep.
think there's a delay.
Okay. So what I was saying is that we've been doing bounties and creator campaigns for a while and working with creators. Like we have a pool of creators that we always work with, doing activation for projects. So anytime we are trying to like do a bounty for a project, we already have like creators on ground that's going to participate. Yeah, and even this bounty for Rolex, I even had to even reach out to some creators and like, oh yeah, oh hey, we're doing this bounty. Would love for you to participate. And yeah, they just went to the kitchen and cooked and um, upload their content too.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys really
congrats to you too.
went above and beyond here. And we put together this video over the past couple days from Onchain Media. I'm not going to show the full thing, but we took some different snippets of videos from the community and put this together. And also showed testimonials from the community, from people commenting and sharing their thoughts about Rolex. So yeah, basically, you guys, if you're looking to learn more and you still have questions after this stream, go follow at RolexFi. Check out the articles. There's a ton of videos now. We have so many resources. So I know we've been here for about 2.5 hours. So I want to wrap up and thank you to the thousands of people that tuned in today. We really appreciate your support. And yeah, follow every single person here. We will be sharing about the giveaway winners this evening. And yeah, I don't know, Danny, do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry. And one last thing. You see all this content you all saw, how amazing it is. There's still so much more creativity. There's still so much boundaries that our creators haven't pushed yet. So you are watching this live stream, project building on base, project trying to launch on base. You haven't gotten much storytelling. Nobody knows about your project or nobody cares yet. We are here to help. We are here to make people care. We are here to invoke feelings in people towards your project. So you just have to come to us and we get it done. Yeah, so I'm more than open. Also like looking forward to collab more with Onchain Media, because I love the dynamics of how we did it for Rolex, the live stream and everything. AMB is doing their part, Onchain Media is doing their part. Yeah, let's go.
We definitely got to run it back and do more stuff together, Coco. It's always a pleasure. And anytime we do a space or a stream, it's like a multi-hour thing because we're vibing. So anyway, I want to be respectful of everyone's time. Thank you, Empress. Thank you, Captain, Danny, Valerie, everybody for taking time out of your day to be here. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Much love, you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Let's rock and roll. Bye.
Let's rock and roll. Happy TGE. Danny and Rolex team. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Can we get a let's roll?
No.
Well,
Let's roll.
One more sentence. Guys, I'm officially inviting everybody here to be part of Rolex family.
What?
Anytime. Doors are open to you guys and girls.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This
Let's
is the
rock
day
and roll.
one. Day one
Thank you
squad.
so much.
Rolex needs to have a X community. Rolex needs to have an X community channel or something.
Okay, we should do that. Let's talk about it. Yeah, afterwards. Thank you so much, Coco. Thank you, Crypto Empress. Thank you, Captain 10. Thank you, Valeria. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Bye,